Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Stevie and Craig are with me. This is the first time I've been on with you, Jules, for a while, and certainly the first time I've been on with you since that new background. What on earth is going on with so many different things behind you?
I don't know. Producer Mike made this for me.
Does he not? Did you upset
this is like
him?
Craig's house. So no, I think they're building one for me. But in the meantime, they said that I should have the one that is like Greg's house. So here it is.
It is quite.
I'm a bit worried about producer Mike if he's the one.
This is his interior decorating.
Some flowers.
Wow.
Little single chair there.
Wow.
He's changing.
To be fair, it's an improvement on his producing. Right, for the boys.
Dan.
Yes, mate.
Dan, you know, so this is the first time I've been with you on the show since we talked about Howard Webb and how terrible refereeing has been in England, right? And I forgot to tell you, but he called me the day after that show. We were with Craig and Stevie that night.
Brilliant.
Do you remember when he did that show with Michael Owen? And
yes.
He called me and said, he was in New York actually, so he watched our show live.
Good.
As we were like grilling him and basically saying that he was terrible, his referees were terrible, etc. He called me the next day and said, I don't understand why you were so all against me, etc., etc. It was really funny.
Fantastic.
And did you buckle, Jules?
Yeah.
Or did you buckle or did you?
As if I said, listen, Howard, you know, look at your referees and what happened. That was after the Chelsea-Fulham game and the goal for Josh King, you know, and all that thing.
Oh, brilliant.
And really, he didn't have much answer. But yeah, he was watching the show and thought we were too harsh on him.
Oh, great. That's like music to my ears. Because the next time, he's going to get a full sledgehammer.
He's going to have Cunha's going to call him tomorrow.
Cunha be on the phone.
Be on the phone tomorrow.
Go, no, I like that Steve Nicol. He was nice.
I tell you what, we've had a rethink. I think we'll just take the Michael Owen approach next time.
Yeah, you weren't being nice about Michael Owen on that show either.
Well, we could just ask him. Don't ask him the soft soap questions. Oh, what do you think? All right, okay. Just fire into him. And if he doesn't want to come back on because he's upset, sod him. How can you complain?
Jules, do you remember when David Ginola was running for FIFA president? He came on the show expecting softballs and he walked off halfway through.
He ripped his mic off and walked off.
So well.
Yeah.
Oh, classic. Have people on upset them.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're Stevie, then you don't like criticising people.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah, we gave the top 5 list of flops so far this season, and you were very passionate about it being a bad idea.
Hope he wasn't in New York watching that show today.
For the boys, there's been a lot of hullabaloo on the show lately about the all-time greatest Premier League striker.
Oh, no.
If you expand the question to all the professional leagues for your all-time #1 striker, who is your man in the middle? Wow. All-time greatest striker ever in the world, Jules? Jean-Pierre Papin?
All-time biggest nose.
I think Papin would have the one in France. Only when I was growing up, because we had great strikers before that in the 50s, 60s, of course. You know, like Just Fontaine, who is still and will never have that record of the most goals in one World Cup with 13 in 58. That will never ever be beaten, really. Unless they move the World Cup to 100 teams and then you have to play 13 games to win the World Cup. But so we've had great strikers, but Papin had something in that Marseille team.
I just like saying his name.
I'm quite chuffed. I'm actually sitting here now. I'm actually quite chuffed today that Howard Webb was sat probably having a nice meal somewhere, and it completely spoiled it.
Jules, what about in the world? The history of the world, best striker ever?
I mean, what kind of questions are that?
Wow. I mean, really, if we consider Cristiano Ronaldo as a striker, which he is now, certainly was not when he started his career as a winger, but he is very much now. I don't think in terms of being a clinical finisher and the best in front of goals, I just don't think there's better than Cristiano Ronaldo ever and will ever be, really.
You played against Brazilian Ronaldo. He's obviously always in these conversations.
Yeah, but I mean, you could go back with a few other Brazilians apart from Serginho. Want to rule him out. 82 World Cup.
Right. VHS.
I don't know. Some of the strikers from Italy over the years have been. It's just a different.
Dennis Law.
Oh, don't start again, Dennis.
What about Peter Osgood?
Dennis Law. Alan Gulzine. Jimmy Greaves.
Jules, where's Jan? Jan's shouting somewhere.
Jan's going, Strand Larsen.
I did not say 20. Jules, in your opinion, who should France's front 3 or 4 be, including a playmaker, at the World Cup? Mbappe, Koeman, Ekitike, Barcola, Doué, Elise, Dembele, Thuram, Mateta.
That's scary, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential there and options. I think Deschamps is pretty adamant now that the front four at the World Cup will be or should be really Dembele and Mbappe for sure in whatever position you want, one wide, one central, Olise as the 10 behind, which is interesting because he obviously plays as a right winger for Bayern Munich and Vincent Kompany, but Deschamps likes him as the 10. And then the fourth one right now is Désiré Doué, but Bradley Barcola more than common has a chance potentially to be there. But right now, I would say if the World Cup started tomorrow, it would be Olise, Dembele, Mbappe, and Doué.
It's just a brilliant.
Che Adams, where does he fit?
That's just a. That's just.
Lyndon Dykes.
But Stevie Clark should be playing. They should be playing like France. That's just a brilliantly talented group of players. I mean, and most of them, although some are injured, playing well. Here's another question for you.
Go on.
Talked about Wirtz playing against Man United.
Yes.
Should Ekitike play against Man United? Because I thought he should have played against Chelsea.
Yeah, well, we've got the whole week to talk about that, Craig. Okay.
Well, I'm not in all week.
Come on.
Stevie.
I think Ekitike should play.
Is it a cup? Stevie, is it a cart before the horse case for Liverpool, where they've bought so many players and Slot has to figure a system for them rather than buying players that actually fit into Slot's system? Did they go overboard in the window?
I think the way they've performed so far would suggest that that's absolutely correct.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Hold on, what player didn't, apart from Florian Wirtz, what other player doesn't fit into his system?
I don't know. I'm just reading. Ask him.
Ekitike's a striker. Frimpong's a wing-back stroke full-back.
Well, he's talking about performances, to be fair, isn't he? As opposed to...
Oh, he's talking about fitting into players that would fit into his system. There's only Florian Wirtz that has changed potentially the three midfield slots. That's no way to answer the question.
Put your ball out today, isn't he? Get experience.
But you've not answered it.
I think he's correct.
So, which players have affected the system apart from Wirtz? Is Kerekes is your mate Kerekes not a left back?
It's not just the system, it's the way that individually performing as well.
But that's the question, says fit the system. That's all I'm saying.
Anything you'd like to add?
No.
Craig and Stevie, did you ever play with someone like Thomas Muller, a great player who was intense but played with a lot of joy and was loved by teammates and fans? You must fit the Thomas Muller bill, Stevie. Bit of a laugh, bit of a joker.
Well, I don't know. No.
When you see old Liverpool players asked who was the funniest player you played with, they normally say you, don't they?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh.
I honestly don't get that.
You don't like it when they say you were
No, I don't mean that. I don't get it.
Okay.
Well,
I thought it was pretty normal.
well, I don't think there's any doubt that's not the case.
Well, you may be right. I'm trying to figure out the question here.
So someone who clearly didn't take life too seriously off it, I think that would be suggested, very popular. It is you, Stevie.
Oh, off it? I'm thinking about on it.
Well, a great player who was intense but played with a lot of joy and was loved by teammates and fans.
What about you?
I'm thinking.
I know, yeah, it's not an easy one, is it?
Jules, who springs to mind for you?
I don't know, but you should repeat the question again, because just to make sure that Stevie has understood it.
I don't know what's happening today.
I'm thinking as well, like Craig.
Right, if you had to pick one former teammate, Stevie, to be an ESPN FC pundit, only for extra time, who would it be and why? Who's the best storyteller, basically?
Oh, who tells a good story? Big Jan tells a good story.
Jan Molby?
Jan Molby tells a good story. Big Jan's got a memory like an elephant.
Okay.
And he remembers everything. So he'll just pull something from nowhere and you'll be like, look at him. I'll tell you who could tell you a load of stories as well. Peter Beardsley.
There's a problem with that.
Now, you might not understand them. That's the issue.
We'd have to subtitle everything.
See, Peter was completely teetotal.
Right, so he remembers.
So whenever we had nights out, Pete would still come.
Right.
Right? And of course, the next morning, everybody would be round Peter going, Peter, did I do anything last night?
Okay.
Because nobody could remember anything.
Right.
So Peter, I'll tell you, Peter could tell you a tale if he could spit it out.
Craig? No one? No one beats our panel?
No.
What about the wee guy who was the speaker? He said there was a bundle of nails, but then when he got up, John Gagan?
It wasn't a teammate.
No, was he not?
Put the ball away, will
I
you?
thought he was a I thought he
No,
was
John Gig, yeah.
I thought he was a
He's
Celtic
talking about a
player.
former player.
Right.
Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with this question.
Well, it is a former teammate. I thought
He's
you
not
played
one
with
of-
him.
I've never played for
Well, I thought you
Motherwell.
played with him.
No!
Well, you've told me tons of stories about him.
Yeah, he's an after dinner
automatically
speaker.
thought you played
Never
with him.
played with him.
International
Well, you don't have to stick entirely to the question. The way it's
Jules, you work with
Former teammate.
Jules, you work with lots of people who would fit in, do you think, with this lot?
Yeah, I was with Manu Petit on Friday. We did
Manu
something
Petit.
for Ligue 1, and he had really good stories. Some of them I knew but I'd forgotten, and he was telling them in a great way. The problem is, if we have Frank and Manu on the show, it's the end of ESPN FC, I would say. So
Yeah, 'cause is he a
maybe
pain
not
in the
them
butt as
together,
well?
but Manu Petit would be good to the show.
Bruce Grobbel, I would tell you a load of
Does,
stories.
does a Manu Petit
I mean,
go
not
every
exactly
2 minutes?
true.
I think there was a penalty 47 minutes ago.
What about Berbatov? Does culture eating strategy for breakfast? Any other favourite quote that has been repeated by former coaches? Culture eats strategy. Have I missed something?
No, I heard one the other day.
That's Pochettino's thing, wasn't it?
Well,
He put it on his whiteboard. Culture eats strategy for breakfast.
culture eats strategy.
Yes.
Anyway, Jock Stein, former Celtic and Scotland manager, the great Jock Stein. There was a quote I saw floating around the other day. He once said to the players, "You train hard from." You heard this one?
Aye.
You train hard from a Monday to a Friday so that you can have a Saturday off to enjoy yourself and play football.
Oh, that's nice. That's lovely, isn't it?
You think?
Yeah, I think that's quite cool. Like you do the hard work Monday to Friday and you're rewarded by being able to go out there and
You're
play.
such a cynic.
I'm not a fan of all these stupid
Quotes.
things, all these quotes. They make,
Right.
you know, when you walk into stadiums, they've got all these stupid quotes.
Yes.
Maybe if you
Too
did
many
some of the
brains,
revs, it would have been, inspiring.
Honestly,
Did you not give inspiring team talks?
no.
No.
Monday to Friday, so they could enjoy themselves on a Saturday. How about that one?
What's wrong with you today? Why are you in a mood?
I just hate those quotes. You see them all over
You
the
hate
shop.
lots of things
They're
today.
absolute garbage. Did the coaches really think any players actually think about those things and actually take them on board? Absolutely not. What a lot of nonsense.
Right. Jules, is there a chance where we'll see Pogba playing for France again?
He dreams of it. I think Deschamps has left the door open, but first he has to play for Monaco. We thought he was going to be playing next week, so next weekend when the league starts again. That was the plan, but he's got a little Nicol, let's say, so that will delay his return to the pitch after so long, obviously, after the ban. There's a new manager also at Monaco that's coming in, Sébastien Poconogny, so we don't know exactly how that's going to go for the Pogba project, if you want, but we should see him before the end of the month. I'm really hopeful, and then it's down to him. If he gets back to his best level, I think there will always be a place for him with the national team.
Final question, Jules. If you could use either statistics or the eye test to judge a player, what are you picking?
I still think, as much as you know I love data, I still think that the eye test is also the most important right now. You can show me all the data you want, all the numbers. I would want to see the players with my eyes, and it doesn't have to be all about the eye test. I think there's a lot of things you can't see with your eyes, but yeah, the eye test surely.
You're not really using one or the other, are you?
Well, this is just
Back in the day.
I think this is hypothetical.
back in
Craig.
the day,
if you
it
had
was
to
all-
pick one. I think
Yeah,
that
well,
was
back
just
when
the
you-
basis. It's just the basis of the
that's
question.
just stupid.
It's just
Back-
a nice question.
back in the day-
Hypothetical. Which one do you choose?
It was only an eye test. Now you can use both barometers, which aids the situation. Let's get off air to cheer him up.
That's it, we're done. ESPN FC returns to your screens tomorrow as the internationals continue. You here tomorrow?
Yes!
Oh, good, I'm off.
Why am I in tomorrow? Any day for that matter.